For those of you that saw the last video, yes, I do have another one. And also, I got some new stuff. Macduff's spring cabin and a beautiful old lather catcher. Ooh, stick around. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me for another shave and scent of the day. Macduff's spring cabin. I'll give you the notes in a moment. Just check out that pour. Oh, looks like old elephant skin. It's so perfect. Hey, for those of you that know, you know. Extremely bougie spa water today. Matching splash. Scent of the day will be Tommy Bahama. I think it's called For Him, maybe? I don't know. But there's some notes. Well, there's a melon note in here that is the same, and probably others. But I forgot to get all of the note breakdown from Tommy Bahama. So, sorry. All right, brush. Look at that sparkle. Look at that shimmer. Paul Trotter Handcrafts with the Deftones horse on there. And what else do I have something else new? I do. Beautiful Eveready, and this is like very, very early 1900s. I think it's before before 1912. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I had to do a little work on this. The blade wants to move around in it. I mean, it's old. So the blade goes in and then this snaps over the top of it, and that's what holds it down here. And this is loose. So I end up having to, daintily use a hammer and a screwdriver. So I was working on that and working on the pin in the back middle right there. So anyway, I know you don't care about all that, but we're gonna do this. All right, so to load this baby up, you just get a gem blade, and here's what we do. Load her right up between those two keepers right there, and then you snap this part up. And that is what keeps this from moving. Well, it was quite loose to start with. I've gotten it tighter, but I'm going to be careful. So if it starts moving, then my backup will be my Damascene right here. So hopefully this is going to be good. I've wanted one of these because they're beautiful and it's just a cool piece of history. So, this may be one that I look at more often than I use. But we're going to give this a try, and I'm excited to use it. I just got this in from eBay today. It was listed for quite a bit more, and it, I tried to work with the seller, and he wasn't ready to come down on the price yet. So it went through and got relisted 3 or 4 times, and finally he got back to me. I had asked him to get back to me, and he got back to me and said, "Well, this is not moving, so let's make a deal." And so I ended up getting the deal that I wanted for it, and it came in today, and we're gonna shave. So for any of you guys that saw BBS Live last night, cheers. Hair of the dog. Just kidding. I only had like maybe 2 beverages tops. Fantastic BBS Live last night. For any of you that did not see and that know about BBS Live, Mel flew to Minnesota to meet up with Nate. Of all of us wet shavers, 99% of us probably have never met before, just, other than online videos, that kind of stuff. So it's pretty epic when wet shavers meet up, let alone these guys have been doing the show for like think it's like 5 years. Started on Facebook, and then has been on IG for the last, I don't know, 2+ years. But anyway, it was an epic live. So it started as Mel from his hotel room, and Nate couldn't get on because of technical issues, and so I jumped on with Mel, and then all of a sudden Nate slides the door open, and boom, he's right there with Mel. So everyone thought it was wonderful. It was just fellowship. I mean, getting brothers together. People that you didn't even know that that you didn't know were your real life brothers. And then it comes together like that. So just a beautiful night. Everything went awesome. We had lots of people on the show. I was on for the whole show. Just a fantastic time. I'm still loving it today, and I wasn't even there. I was there online, but to be able to meet up with them, I think would be awesome. And I'm sure that it's going to happen at some time or another. All right. Did you guys come here for a shave? All right, go ahead. I'll watch. All right, you guys aren't doing it quickly enough. I'm going to do my own shave, okay? All right, so Spring Cabin. Let me get you the notes. And it's it's so good. Lemon, grapefruit, yuzu, bergamot, tangerine, melon. I mean, how can you have all those notes and it not be good? Citrus and fruit, come on. And then to kind of, bring it down a notch or give it some body, we've got cardamom, peppercorn, cypress, cedarwood blend. There's 10 different cedars in here. I don't know where you come up with 10 cedars. It is so hot in this bathroom. It's like 70 something today. And I'm sweating. I know I've become not a Southerner anymore. Fantastic scent here. I've not gotten into it yet, so I'm excited to see how it unfolds. But I mean, just off of the pot. You guys know I love a citrus fruity, and that's what we got here. All right, so let's do this. A little water in my brush. And let's go. I would have loaded up before, but you guys had to see that beautiful pour again. All right, I'm not going to make that a normal thing for all of my for all of my videos, but I just thought it was funny for the last, however many I did it for. One. A classic, like I did it once before. I don't know. All right, so get this baby in there. We'll load up a lot of product because I'm never getting through a soap, and I'm going to do my best to get through one in my lifetime. Just kidding. I've been through very few in, like, I don't know, was it 8 years of wet shaving? I don't know. I can't remember. It might be 7. I don't know. A while, but here we go. Look at that. That is loaded full. And we got a lot coming off of the tub also. It's a nice soft consistency to zip up. But I really love this soap base. I know in earlier versions, I think, I don't know which version, maybe version 1, 2, something like that. It had kind of an animal-y funk to it, apparently. I don't know. I didn't try these. I just know from reviews that I saw before. But anyway, there's nothing but beautifulness now. So if you used one of the really early versions and detected a little funk, it is absolutely not there anymore. So, and the scents are fantastic. The performance is fantastic. Absolutely try it. It's Sean, I believe, is his name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Macduff says Sean. A lot of slickness here. So we're going to bust out the new alum block. RIP to the one from the end of last shave. If you didn't watch it long enough to see that, number one, shame on you. Number two,
Daddy,
it was a very sad moment. Yes, buddy.
open this and there's no cups on the green space.
I can. Would you like a Dr. Pepper? Right here. Why don't you drink it right from there?
But I need a straw.
Okay. Give me just a second, guys. I'm not going to pause it. Just give me a sec. And the back. You didn't miss any plot points at all. Here's what you missed. Sippy cup. Dr. P.
Daddy.
Can you put that in the recyclables, please? Thanks, monkey's butt. I mean, Jackson. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. You're welcome, Jackson.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That's the word. Words. I know. There's more than one. Mm-hmm. We got more new subscribers up in here. Thank you guys so much. Really, really, really appreciate it. We're getting closer and closer to the elusive 1,000 subs. I don't know where we are, 820 something or other. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a really nice scent. I know that in this iteration of this, the melon was cut down some, and I'm going to assume because of the sweetness that melon adds. It is a little on the sweet side. I mean, it's not cloyingly sweet or anything like that, but it does lean a little on the sweet side, and I would bet that with more melon, it would be cloyingly sweet. And that's usually pretty nice for the very first few seconds, but then it kind of gets old. And this is definitely not doing that. I think this is awesome. I think, great idea, Sean. If I am perceiving, what the problem with the melon was correctly. And if I'm not, then just tell me to shut up. Good thing is I can't hear you because you're not on here with me. But that would be my guess. And definitely get the cedar in there. It's called spring cabin. Cabin, in the trees. Or, I don't know what kind of cabin you have. I don't have one at all because I'm Poe. But, you imagine cabin. You're going to imagine trees everywhere. And if you didn't have, a strong woody note in there, then I think you probably should have named it something different. This so far, I really like it. The taste is cedar. It's got cedar flavor. I asked Flava Flav, and that's what he told me. So he's right. Look at that. Look at the shine coming out. It's like I done waxed it. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I think I'm gonna get some more water in here. I don't know if it needs it, but I want it. I like kind of that pearlescent looking shine to it. Oh, I just lost a bunch of lather. All right, I think we've done enough. Look at that. Look how shiny that glob is. That's the stuff. Please try Macduff's. Please. It's so good. Tasteometer. It's actually a pretty pleasing woody scent. I do not normally taste wood. But you know, this is quite tasty. I'm going to give this a 4.2739, 4.5. All right. So that's pretty good. All right, now let's try this bad boy. Is it going to hurt me? No, I'm sure it's not. In fact, if the blade moves backwards, it's not going to shave anything at all. So I don't think I have a whole lot to worry about. The one thing that's different about this, the angle must be different because this sticks up, and normally I put this like, you know, almost right on my face. This requires you to have a different angle. So we'll see. So far, so good. Ooh, that's a lot of hair. All right, you can still get pretty close to the angle that I'm used to. You want to do more slicing than scraping. That's the way I'd like to describe it. I want to get the proper angle where I can slice, not scrape, because scraping is, you know, it's not that comfortable. There's a little pull there. All right, though. Not too bad. Not enough to be what I would call uncomfortable. So that's good. I love the sound of this. I mean, it sounds like it's ripping you apart, but it's not. I mean, there's just a little touch of tug. I don't want to, you know, mischaracterize this. It's not what I would call tuggy. It's just a little different. Like it takes just a little more effort to get through the hair than a DE. It's doing a great job though. It says, I think I shaved on Monday or Tuesday, and this is Friday. So, I mean, it's quite a bit of growth, as you can see, and it's going right through. Hi, kitty. Oh, it's Tangerine. Also known as a good Led Zeppelin song. So sometimes I just call her, hey, a good Led Zeppelin song. Why do you think that's weird? Well, you guys know me. If it ain't weird, it ain't me. Just a cool looking razor. In really nice shape. I mean, probably in the very early 1900s, the blades probably weren't as good as they are now. But this is, I mean, this is quite pleasurable. Really nice soap. Super, super good residual slickness. slickness is definitely something that is great from this soap base. Such a crazy noise from that. Sounds like it's just ripping hairs, but it's not. It's still, once again, it's not as comfortable as a DE, but it's okay. A sight. Still a little material left there. All right, let me clean this out a little bit. Once again, a lot of hair. You know, I'm like so into wet shaving, but I still only shave like twice a week. I would like to shave more. And, you know, in all honesty, if I didn't do them all online or on video, then I would probably shave. I would definitely shave more, but it just takes some time to be able to present it to you guys. And I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying that it does. And if I'm going to go through shaving, then I want to show it to you guys. So, you know, it's my fault. Boy, this stuff is so nice. I mean, it's like shaving with butter. Everybody knows the butter makes everything better. If you don't, you better ask somebody. All right. I think I'll just go south to north now, and then I'll figure it out. So far, it hasn't moved yet. And that's why it's called a lather catcher. I'll keep going. If you do not have much in the way of soap, you could turn around and take that lather and put it back on your face. I certainly wouldn't recommend that after the first pass, because you'd be putting a lot of hair back on your face. But look at that. I mean, there's like a bunch of lather in there. That's why she's called the lather catcher. Catch it, use it again. I mean, shaving soap is so readily available now. It probably wasn't as readily available back then. Look at that. I mean, that's a ton of lather, and she's filled up. That's why they call them lather catchers. Beautiful razor. A lot of fun to use. That's the part where they're really not as comfortable as DVs to my face. This stuff is so coarse. Just single edge blades are just not, or gem blades are just not wonderful for me. I wish there was some innovation. I wish some other people would make them. But there's not much out there. And I'm not saying they don't do a good job. They do, but, you know, tuggy is not the right word. It's not tuggy, but it's just not as sharp. It just is not. All right, we're going to do just a little cleanup and call it good. I've got a lot of lather here. And I want to use some more. Don't be afraid to play with your lather. There we go. Now we're getting that gloss back. You don't have to have a brush. It is easier if you have a brush. You don't have to have one. You can make it work. Much better right there. That sound is so crazy. Sounds like you're ripping your face off. Yet satisfying. Yeah, just a little touch up. Telling you, I must have done a good job with this because I haven't felt any movement. Yep, that's awesome. Fun to use stuff that old. I believe all these are pre-1914. Really fun to use. You just think like, you know, who used that before? Who bought that razor new? And what was life like back then versus now? The government was probably a lot better. No, we're not going to get into that. We ain't talking politics on here. All right, cold water. Oh, slickness is so good. Really beautiful scent. Still got a lot of lather on me. I don't think I'll be wearing this shirt today. Oh. Paul Trotter, if you're watching, your soap is absolutely going out today. I'm so sorry. This is very not like me. He won like almost 2 weeks ago. Or like 2 weeks ago, yeah. And I still haven't gotten the soap out. It's so bad. I'm so sorry. Sometimes life just gets in the way. All right. Splash time. Beautiful. A little sweet citrus. And that cedar. It's so good. non-alcohol splash, which is certainly smart for a Canadian artisan, you know, who's planning on selling their stuff out of the country. A lot easier to ship non-alcohol stuff. I really like this stuff though. It's nice. Takes a little longer to dry on the face, but very moisturizing. And I mean, it's hot today. I really am not going to need anything after that. So I'm going to stop right there and we'll get to our scent. Tommy Bahama. I think Tommy Bahama for him. I believe that's what it's called. But this is a nice kind of sweeter, freshy. And this has got melon in it as well. A cool cap. You can get this for cheap. I mean, this is like 3.4 ounces, and I think I paid 30 bucks for it, maybe. Anyway, performance is not great. Put a lot of sprays on. Who cares, man? For that cheap, you can spray the heck out of it. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for all of you that were on BBS Live last night too. That was really a thrill for me too. It was a really good time, and I certainly enjoyed the fellowship. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.